You tapped in? Okay, Goose, you tapped in too? All right, Chicago, y'all tapped in? All right, boys, let's crack 'em. Feel like Mike in the fourth with the ball in my hands and I'm taking a shot. I'm the king in the madhouse on Madison, whether I make it or not. Now the crowd going crazy, they watching the play and I'm watching the clock. Got my shot in the air and the buzzer go off and I'm watching it drop. This team did things, MJ shot City 6 rings. D-Rose too big, too fast, too strong, history. And we good on that, put Jilla on the track and we good on whack. 3, 2, 1, everybody say Bulls on tap, Bulls on tap. Our city pretty and gritty, Benny the bull in the crowd getting hyper and litty. Me, I'm so drippy, it's slippery, nothing offends me. Banners on banners, we winners. We got the stats in the news, go and subscribe. Hang out with Buzzy and Goose, tapping with us, we the truth. Jilla just murdered the booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bulls on Tap. I am Buzz. I'm joined by my dude Goose. We're here after a Chicago Bulls win. We missed the loss against the Cavs, but we're back for the win against the Hawks, which any chance I get to talk shit about Trae Young, I am going to take it. Goose has already kicked his microphone and his standover. It's very professional if you're here for the first time. What's up? Anyway, before we get into this episode, be sure to go on tapsportsnet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter, X, wherever you're watching us, follow us there. Bulls on Tap on Tap Sportsnet, at Goose on Tap for whenever he gets back in this stream, which he just got back now. Or follow me at Buzz on Tap. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can listen to us, 5-star rating and review because it's cool and tough. What else? Subscribe to YouTube. Yeah, ad reads. Subscribe to YouTube because that'd be great. All right, Goose, you're back. You missed my whole opening spiel here. Andre Drummond, let's talk about that first. Andre Drummond gets the start tonight. Stacey King can't understand why he doesn't get any more minutes. I'm going to tell you why he doesn't get any more minutes, Goose, and that's because he can't play with Vucevic. That is why Andre Drummond does not get more minutes. But in the minutes he got tonight, and 38 minutes that he got tonight, he really made it count. 11 for 13 from the field, Goose, 24 points, 25 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks. What do you make of it?
I don't know. Andre Drummond is this weird conundrum that even for him it has to be confusing to be sitting on the bench. Multiple-time All-Star, one of the best rebounders that this game has.
God, I don't know what's going on with Goose. He did it again. And I'm on 2 screens at one time. It's not looking great. I can't change it. I changed it. All right. Look what I did. I figured it out. He was talking about how good Andre Drummond was. Keep it floating up here, Chai Sports fan. Throw some comments in here. I want to talk to myself here. Oh, he's just disconnecting all over the place. He's having some major issues. I'll talk about Andre Drummond's game. Andre Drummond comes in tonight. Vooch is out. I don't know how long Vooch is going to be out. I didn't see anything on that yet. It didn't really specify. But anyway, he comes in. He gets his – he did. I did laugh at your comment, and Keith ruined it. Bullshit. That's what it is. But Vucevic is out and Drummond comes in. He makes most of his minutes. Again, he can't play more. Hi, you're back. You're muted. You're having all sorts of technical difficulties. All sorts of them.
Now the mic doesn't work. What is going on?
I don't know, but you're back now. So you're good.
I'm back now. Yeah, no, we're good. And now the background's back. Everything. We're just so professional.
It's okay. Everybody can make mistakes every once in a while. It's Christmas week, man.
Well, I don't even know what's going on. My camera just keeps defaulting to Epoch camera instead of the one that I want. And now I'm like halfway in the middle of the bowl.
We need a tech guy. And we need a stats guy on this show. We don't have either of them. We got to get them on the show live. So when some shit like that happens, they can just dial in.
Need a second fancy monitor. I think that's what the problem is.
I went on a very awesome spiel about Drummond, saying he made the most out of his opportunity. It's a big deal for him to do that. Stacey King kept pointing that out time and time again. Yeah, dude. Before you, please don't fade away again. So give me your thoughts on Drummond here.
No, I mean, he's the conundrum that he's an ex-All-Star. He's still not very old. I remember when we signed him, we had the conversation of being kind of baffled by how he.
Oh, wow, dude. It's bad. He's having bad technical difficulties at the moment. It's horrible. Anyway. I don't even know what he was going to say. So I'm just going to keep talking about myself. Patrick Williams, 2 for 7. 2 for 7 tonight. doesn't really show much. 6 points, 1 rebound. DeMar DeRozan, 25 points, closes the game out for the young guys. It was kind of a big deal for him. I guess, there was a tweet from Laro Hoops. I don't know if any of you guys follow him, but you should. But he made a good point tonight about having a vet like DeMar DeRozan out there to close out these games when some of the young guys don't have it going. And though I felt, I am yapping. Shut up, Chi Sports fan. I am yapping. But though DeMar DeRozan closed out the game, but Kobe White, 7-22 from the field tonight. He struggled again. I felt like Stacey King made a good point about him too, because 0 for 15, by the way, last 2 games for Kobe White. 0 for 15 from the field. Hi, you're back.
But for how long?
Dude, I was talking about how Kobe White was, first I went from DeRozan closing the game into then Kobe White struggling tonight from the field and then you disappeared when you were giving us your thoughts on Vooch and Drummond.
Kobe White struggled from the field, but Patrick Williams was the only one to play extended minutes and not end up with double digits in points. The rest of the team, everybody else had 10 or more points.
Well, that's because Patrick Williams isn't consistent yet, but I'm off his jock because he showed us good.
He's given you enough flashes and enough sprinkle of consistency that you're going to back off a little bit for now.
Yeah, I'm going to leave him alone at least for the next 20 games.
Wow, he really bought himself some time.
Yeah, he bought him. Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't pay him. I mean, I know everybody's like, there was a lot of people comparing him and Jaden McDaniels. Jesus H. Happened again. My goodness gracious. Alex Rude, go on your Twitter. Okay? Go on your Twitter real quick. And you're coming in here. This is what we're doing. So I know you're in here, Alex. You're getting into this. Goose, I'll add you back in a second. I am finding Alex Rude. And he's going to join the show because you keep falling out of here on me. And I can't keep rambling by myself. Because, hey, go ahead and talk while I get Alex in.
No, you're good, buddy. I got an Amazon gift card for Christmas. I think I'm going to invest in a new camera because this thing, I don't even know what it's doing. I'm not kicking anything. That used to be the problem. I'd get excited, and I'd just, kick it, and then we'd have a problem. But I'm not even moving. Like, my feet might as well be handcuffed together. They're not doing nothing.
Well, I don't know what you're doing, man.
I don't know. It could be the internet connection, too. Could just be a bad night.
Do you have shitternet?
I do have shitternet.
Is it snowing by you?
It could be. I got blackout curtains, so I can't see out.
He's fucking gone again. This is wild. If you're here for the first time, this does not happen often, but it is happening a lot right now. Keith is twirling his feet, confirmed. No, Alex Rude is not another yapper, but I'm just going to sit here because every time I get into a thought, it gets thrown off. He's back again.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not like it takes long. It's not like this thing's getting disconnected. It's just,
where's your fucking phone, dude?
Where's my phone? You want
Go on. This is what happens when you do live television. This is what happens when you do live television. This isn't television. This is the internet. The quality really shows it right now. But I don't understand what that comment means. That it means that we need more yappers. I already talk enough as it is. Alex, where the hell are you? Dropping the ball here with the laptop. God damn it. All right, anyway. I'm getting on to the next here before Keith gets back in here again. So, Bulls moved to 13-18 on the season. I don't know when Vooch will be back. I need to look into that a little bit more. The next game is going to take place on the 28th against, which is what, Thursday? Yes, Thursday night against the Pacers. Oh, you're back. Are you on your phone now?
On a celly phone.
Oh, my God. I heard you 90 times. Got to mute you. Got to mute you. Everybody heard you 90 times.
Still 90 times?
No, you're good now. All right.
Now we're good now?
Okay, we're good
Look at
now.
that. Look at us.
You sound good. All right, so what I need is your phone battery going to die is what I'm wondering.
The good news is we plugged the phone in shortly before the fourth quarter, so we've got about 40% battery.
Okay. Doesn't do anything for me. How does your phone have good battery? Is that 40% able to last at least 10 minutes?
I mean, I could close the screen that I'm looking at, but I have two screens now. I can see here and I can see
And I'll tell you what, your audio quality right now is fantastic. Not that it's bad ever, but I mean, right, I'm very surprised.
So you're
is this
telling
just
me
the
that
iPhone?
a recording studio quality mic does not sound as good as my cell phone being suspended in the air. Is that what you're telling me?
That is what I'm telling you. I feel like I've wasted a ton of money on everything that is here because of how good you sound right now.
Okay, well, I'm just going to have to figure out how to get my phone to not show the green screen and show the bull, and we might just throw the computer out.
We need a tech guy.
Need a tech guy?
Yeah, need a tech guy. All right, go on about Vooch. Go on about Vooch
that.
and Drummond. We've wasted a lot of people's time.
We've wasted a lot of people's time. And Vooch has your favorite injury ever, the adductor.
Yeah, the adductor.
I'm pretty sure that's the part of your shoulder that starts hurting when I lift too much. So Vooch, I feel your pain. Given, the fact that we would like to see a tank and the value of players not named Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu, or Patrick Williams is kind of my biggest thing. Andre Drummond balling out and having 25 and 25 games as often as possible on the kind of contract that he's on sounds fantastic to me. But it does make you kind of feel guilty for Andre because he has fallen from stardom and now he's riding the bench, but he's capable of doing this just about every night. We see him put up 12 and 12 in limited minutes pretty frequently. So this isn't a surprise for us to see him play close to, 35 plus minutes here and put up these kind of numbers because he's capable of doing it in short spurts. And that aspect of his game is probably valued to a contender as we're right now. It just looked fantastic for the Bulls tonight because he led the team in points.
Yeah, I feel bad for him too because, like I said in the beginning of the show, you just can't play him with Vooch. They're too much of a liability when you have all these. Let's be honest. A lot of these lineups are fucking three small guys. Maybe your power forward might be 6'7", 6'8", maybe, and then a center. You can't be putting Vooch, who has limited mobility, especially laterally, next to Drummond, trying to get from sideline to sideline and from fucking, point A to point B. You can't put them both together on the floor. So, I mean, that's what sucks. But, yeah, I mean, this is what he does. I mean, this is what he's only 29 years old. We talk about him as if he's a fucking dinosaur.
Mind. The fact that he is not even 30 yet.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. That's a fucking joke in itself.
I mean, he's got as many All-Star appearances as Zach LaVine, right?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. And he doesn't make $40 million a year.
No, he doesn't. He's doing stuff that Zach's not doing right now.
Shit. I mean,
Zach gets reevaluated in a couple days.
Of course he does. Why wouldn't he not ruin our happiness?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it's a reevaluation. Just they're
okay. Well, hopefully they reevaluate that the team's still better with him off the floor, and that the plan is to trade him, because otherwise, I don't see why he comes back. We got 20 days? 20 days until everybody in the NBA is eligible to be traded, and if you can't move Zach LaVine, then I guess you swallow that pill and accept that. Well, Zach, we have to figure out how this is going to work because you make $40 million and we can't explain to the people that you're just not going to play basketball for 4 years because nobody wants to trade for you and we paid you too much money.
God, it's unfortunate literally every fucking time we talk about it. So, Kobe White, 37 minutes tonight, 0 for 15 in his last 2 games from 3. Concerned, not concerned. Stacey King made a point tonight about, NBA defensive really playing up on him and being aggressive with him. What do you think of that? You think that's just both? They've known who this guy is for 4 years.
I am not concerned at all. I did not convince myself that Kobe White was going to shoot 50% on extremely high volume 3-point for the rest of the season. Bulls still played well tonight. Obviously, the Cleveland game was a bit of a concern just because the Cavs were without 4 of their starting players, and the Bulls managed to embarrass themselves while, kind of riding a heater. So that was embarrassing. But tonight, to play a team in the Hawks that's right in the middle of that play-in, as the Bulls are, this was an important game for them if they want to win a playoff series or win a playoff game, for that matter, or play a playoff game. Wasn't that the goal for this year? But we've gone backwards in our goal. So it's kind of hard to keep track of. But to come out tonight and have Kobe struggle from three-point land the way that he did and have the rest of the team pick up the slack, I'm not concerned about it. Kobe White's still doing things that are good for you. Still, despite the shooting woes, almost ended up with 25 and 5. So he'll bounce back. Well, I'm not too worried about it.
Javon Carter, another name that played good tonight. I feel like he's kind of coming in his own over the last little bit. But 4 for 6 from the field for him, 2 for 4 from downtown. He had 10 points, 2 assists, 2 boards. Only 8 total turnovers for the Bulls tonight. They forced 15 turnovers. They had 32 bench points, and they won the rebound battle. Contained Trae Young. I would assume. I mean, they all did a good job on Trae Young. Whether Kobe had to be paired up on him for a hot minute there, Io had him. Caruso had him.
I love that the Bulls always have to have one guard that is just Trae Young's daddy. It used to be Chris Dunn, and now it's Io, who I have to say I'm really enjoying his confidence from the three-point line.
He had another 2 tonight, 19 off the bench for Io.
Another 2 big ones tonight, and he's hitting them with that that shotgun, that 3-point marksman. And I'm kind of digging it. He's feeling himself. He's confident from out there right now. And his energy is something that I always enjoy to see on the basketball court. So Io with some big shots, some big play, and another impressive game. It's kind of exciting when you can watch the game and actually be like, oh, we actually do have 3 decent young guys. We got Kobe, Io, and Pat out there. I can get excited to watch that.
Especially when it translates into wins, even though we're trying to tank. But I mean, this team is starting to play decent ball, and they're able to string wins together consistently. So shows you that Billy Donovan isn't total trash, and it shows you that AK brought in some talent that can win some ball games together. It's a hard thing to eat your words sometimes. I mean, I'm not fucking crowning them by any means necessary here, but they have put a watchable product out on the court.
You sit in continuity long enough, and you will see some positive things. This team has spent a good amount of time together. The biggest thing has always been that the big 3 that you invested all these assets and money into simply just don't fit together as well as you would like them to. Offensively, they're not nearly as good as they should be for being one-way players. So with one of them missing, you're kind of seeing the ability for the rest of these role players that we have brought in based on fit to plug and play. And we are seeing that Billy isn't a complete nitwit. He just can't really control 3 egos when it comes to needing to get theirs. And I think that's a task that many coaches have failed at. So I guess we will see if Zach returns. I know most fans are hoping that a deal happens before that scenario. I think Zach's hoping for the same. But at this point, it's just a very kind of weird feeling because you are having success. And at least personally, I'm concerned that they're going to convince themselves that giving DeMar an extension is the answer in this situation.
As long as they don't pay him a crap load of money and we're still going that way, maybe we'll talk about it. But no, I don't want
True.
that.
I mean, I guess if you owe 2 aging stars like 20-something million a year for 2 more years, it is what it is. They're your vets with this young team, and so you kind of retool, rebuild.
Right.
We have seen teams like Detroit and even the Spurs, who landed a generational talent, lose 15-plus games in a row this
27
year.
in a row for Detroit tonight. Dude, I'm convinced that shit's not real. Like, I'm not trying to break off from our Bulls talk. Like, come on,
It is 27 losses in a row at this point.
Yeah, tonight it happened. 27. They had a fucking 24-8 lead to start the game. I had it on. I was watching NBA TV. I actually have all these games pulled up on the side here. If I could stream it, but then I think I'd get in big trouble for doing that due to copyright laws. So we're not gonna. But yeah, they were up and then they fucking lost. I'm just there's no way, man. There's no way in today's NBA. There's no way. If you're and this is when I get into arguments with my little brothers, especially. They're telling me, oh, back in the 90s and late 80s and 90s, these teams weren't as tough. Now, what the fuck? 27 games in a row?
And they've got some talent. I mean, I got to say,
they have a ton of talent, dude.
Surprised
People are
to
ready
see...
to write off Cade Cunningham. I'm not, dude. That kid's he's still going to be fucking good. They got the fucking Amen Thompson, I think they have over there. I
think they've got a sewer.
Oh, they got a sore and then Amen's in Houston, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking, they've got the tops. They have Jalen Duren, Marvin Bagley. I mean, they have talent. They have talent over there that's not completely incompetent. There's no fucking way they've lost 27 games.
in a row. That is mind blowing.
Alex Rude saying Monty Williams is that bad of a coach. I mean, I never thought that, man.
I mean,
that's a fucking
Fred Hoiberg won like 10 or 11 games in a row with Chris Dunn and Lauri Markkanen after Bobby Portis knocked the lights out of Nikola Mirotic. So, like, come on.
Like, Bogdanovich is a decent vet for them over there. I mean, he's
been injured.
Very, very young everywhere.
Bogdanovich has been injured. So, if he's finally back, obviously
he's back in the lineup now. Marvin Bagley didn't even play tonight. So, Kevin Knox getting minutes. I mean, he was just out of the fucking NBA. Like, he was in the G League.
Hey,
for a little
somebody
bit.
compared Klay Thompson's stats to Kevin Knox's stats the other night, and Kevin Knox is playing better than Klay Thompson. So,
not right now he didn't.
No, not right now.
Not right now he didn't. But the biggest conundrum I think Detroit has right now is fucking Jaden Ivey. What are they going to do with him?
They're going to trade him for Zach LaVine.
That would be fucking
because when you've lost 27 games in a row, trading for one of the losingest players in the league who scores a lot of points isn't necessarily a bad idea because it cannot get worse.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, 15 for 21, 3 for 4 from downtown, 41 points, 9 boards, 5 assists for Cade. Stealing a block, 3 turnovers. You know his usage rate had to be through the fucking roof. You know what I mean?
So they're asking that kid to be Luka Doncic over there, and he just can't. 27 times in a row, can't pull through.
It's just hard to accept that a team today can lose that many fucking games. They are 2-28.
I mean, and it really, really says that they should trade for Zach LaVine.
I agree. Oh my god!
I think at that point, your only way to save yourself is to trade for Zach LaVine.
Maybe it's like it'll be a double negative, but it turns into a positive for them. You know. Where instead of losing 27 games in a row, they only lose 4 games in a row, you know, because it's still
maybe they need a little extra continuity. Maybe we send Vooch and Zach over there. Although Drummond's probably the easier contract to attach. You know, send Drummond back to his original starting point, mentor the young Duren. I don't know. Yeah, I just think that they should trade for Zach LaVine. That's what I think.
We got Indiana next. They are 1-4 in their last 5. Obviously, you know, pretty good team over there with all-star.
Yeah, no. Ever since that in-season tournament loss to the Lakers, they've kind of sputtered a little bit here.
Well, yeah, they have.
And and LeBron has referenced the fact that extra game and that extra travel, that there's something to that because the Lakers have sucked since then too.
You mean they stopped trying because there's nothing real on the line and they're going to limp their way into the playoffs?
I mean, that's
every LeBron team.
That's possible as well, but LeBron implied that it has to do with the tournament. Well, whether that's incentive or being overplayed, LeBron seems to think that the Pacers and the Lakers both suck right now for a reason, and that's because they went to Vegas to play basketball.
I really don't care what LeBron has to say. I think that's a bullshit thing to say. That one game took you out, made you lose that many games in a row.
I mean, when you're 42 or 43, the extra travel might actually take effect there. So he might be onto something. I don't know.
He's ageless. Look at him.
He's ageless.
Yeah, dude. He might be eternal. All right.
You know, I love how the age thing is only convenient when he's not doing like a crazy slam dunk. At 6'8", 300 pounds.
Chiseled like a Greek god. All right, any last words before we get out of here for the night, man?
No, I mean, I just hope Kobe White finds his touch from deep again because his play has been the exciting fuel to this fire for the last 12 games plus, and even tonight. And I can't say so much about the Cleveland loss. A couple shots made from him there may have swung the tide in that game. But tonight was a very good game, other than that second quarter where the Bulls kind of just got obliterated. They won every other quarter on the night and kind of brought it together. So let's see Kobe White get his shooting touch back, and I guess let's ride this hot streak. We're along for the ride. We are fans. as much as our intuition and our logic tells us to head the other way and tank, these players are never going to throw in the towel. Billy's not going to throw in the towel. And this front office hasn't pulled the trigger on any trades. So we're stuck with what we got, and we got to enjoy it because it's very likely that this may not last, especially if Zach LaVine comes back.
Yeah, definitely don't think it's going to last. Zach will be back eventually. I definitely think that. All right, well, we'll see you when we see you. That'll be Thursday night. And then, you know what? That's episode 299 for us Thursday night. The next episode after that will be episode 300 for Bulls on Tap. Isn't that nuts?
Episode Sparta 300? What?
Yeah, dude. That'll be the next. Yeah, episode 300. It will be the one after the next one.
Bulls on Tap.
I don't know when it's going to be, bro, because I'm going on vacation on the 29th.
Who says that you're allowed to go on vacation?
Me, motherfucker, because I'm tired. All right, we'll be back when we're back on what day would it be? Thursday. Let's go, Bulls.